Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about diabetes. It's very important because chances are you or someone you know is a diabetic. I want to talk about what it is, how to prevent it, and how even to reverse it. Diabetes is a saturation of sugar in the bloodstream, which is very, very bad for you. As you know, diabetics can often go blind, lose lower limbs, get very worried if they get any minor cut or sickness because everything for them is a little bit harder. There's two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes actually takes place when your immune system attacks your beta cells, not allowing your pancreas to secrete enough insulin to take the sugar out of your blood. Type 2 diabetes is when you form something called insulin resistance, and then the pancreas eventually quits secreting the insulin to take the sugar out of the blood. The best thing to do not to get diabetes is fasting. Fasting and have a high-fat diet. The very worst thing you can do to yourself is to eat things like sugar, carbohydrates, and yes, even too much protein. Sugar, you want to absolutely get rid of altogether. Because every single time you eat, an enzyme in your lower intestine goes off telling your body to make insulin. And the insulin, like I said, takes the sugar out of the blood. But insulin also does a lot of other things. Insulin will make you gain weight. Insulin will go up after you eat, primarily if you eat sugar, carbohydrates, especially simple carbohydrates. The granola bars you're eating are not really that good for you. And of course, too much protein does spike insulin. And what happens is your insulin spikes, and then it goes down. So right here is when you have what you call the sugar rush, or when you feel good after eating. After your insulin goes down, this is when you start to get hungry again, and you may even get a little nervous, you may get anxious, you may get shaky, you'll get ill, so then you eat, and the sugar goes right back up. And then it's going down again over time, and you have these same feelings. So you find yourself eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacking in between. And say after that lunch, around here at this 2-3 o'clock area, you probably need that snack, you might feel like you need that coffee, you don't feel good altogether. Now, like I said, the best thing to combat this is fasting. Because when you fast, let's say we wake up here, and you're not eating, and you do eat, your insulin is going to go up. You're not eating this, you've got rid of carbohydrates, or you're very much limiting carbohydrates, not eating too much protein, instead eating more fat than protein, because fat does not raise insulin levels at all. Egg whites, yes. Whole eggs, not as much. You want to mix your fat with your protein, and primarily high fat. So your insulin's going up, it's going back down. You may eat one more meal, it goes up, it goes back down. So in this case right here, you can go hours without eating, and it gives your body time to repair itself, but most importantly, insulin doesn't go up. Because when we have this right here going on all the time, your body gets used to it. And it no longer, there's too much insulin for the body to do what it's supposed to, so it becomes resistant. When insulin resistance recurs, that's when pre-diabetes recurs. And the longer you go on doing this, the more and more higher the chances get, and eventually you will become a diabetic. Living this lifestyle right here keeps insulin down. So when insulin does go up, it actually does its purpose to remove the sugar out of your blood. Your blood sugar level is going to stay low because your insulin is going to stay low. Your body's going to work how it's supposed to, you're going to burn more fat, you're going to feel better, and it doesn't take that long. It's not like 30 days to do this. You'll notice the changes as soon as you start the changes almost. But to live a good, healthy life, you need not a diet or not a fad plan, you need a lifestyle change. A lifestyle of fasting, intermittent fasting. You don't have to go a whole day without eating. I go at least 16 hours every day without eating to do this, and I feel fine. I haven't had a single thing to eat today, and I've done some weed eating, I've ran 4 miles, I've ran some errands, completely fine, because I live this kind of lifestyle. And in 10 years, when a lot of my classmates are diabetics, I will not be. Thank you very much.